What's up, Metalheads? Welcome to the Texas Metal. I'm JT, and we got in the house tonight, Jimmy. And who's that back there in the corner? Alpha. Look at that. All the way back in the corner. That's where you belong because you've been a bad boy. Yeah. What's up, fellas? What's up? What up? I feel like it's been so long.
It's been like a month of 7 days.
A month of 7 days. It really has been a month of 7 days for me. It's been a crazy week. But have you guys been getting any playtime in?
Was like playing
music.
Instruments?
Yeah.
No, I haven't even set my drums up since the last gig.
Oh, right on.
Which is like almost a month ago now.
It's funny. I've got all my stuff set up here in the studio, but I really haven't been out here much. Just been kind of hanging with the wife, you know.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh, Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, I need to set my drums up and start playing.
Yeah. I need to make I need to make the journey out there so I can hang out and do some jamming with you guys. Yes.
You really do.
But anyway, we came up with an idea for tonight. Actually, Andy over there came up with an idea, and I sure am glad you came up with the idea that you did because I really enjoyed the homework this week.
What idea?
So, the idea for the topic for tonight. So what are we talking about?
That was me.
That was you. I'm sorry. That was Jim. I thought that was Andy. Andy did last week. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, hey, look at that. I'm fucked up already.
Yeah, you're on deck now, so start thinking.
Yeah. So, so now I got to go. But tonight, what are we talking about, Jim?
We are talking about the seminal, quintessential, amazing, mind-blowing, 10,000 diamond release, Gross Misconduct by M.O.D.
Yes, absolutely. You know, that was back when covers were cool.
Back when you could be a jackass and no one went, "Oh, I'm, offended."
Oh, they were offended. Believe me.
Well, if they were, they did the whole New York thing, which is where they're from, and basically told them to F off.
Right.
More offended back then.
Yeah.
Oh, they said the F word in the.
M.O.D. was one of those bands that they were not politically correct at all. They said what they meant and meant what they said, and they were like a fucking steamroller, fucking just rolling through fucking small towns in the USA. And they were led by the fucking phenomenal fucking Billy Milano. Billy Milano to me is just a character, you know. I mean, you can't even look at him as a singer. I mean, he's just a character in a fucking comic book, you know. Everything you hear from them, you know, whether it be M.O.D. or Stormtroopers of Death, you know, it's him. It's his character. It's his demeanor. It's his ability to just belt out the most obscene lyrics that he can possibly think of, and
that
are hilarious, and doesn't care who he offends while he's doing it. And that's what has made them such a great, you know, both of those bands, you know. But tonight, we're talking about M.O.D., Method of Destruction. They're considered an American crossover thrash band, and of course, they hail from New York City. They were fronted by, of course, Stormtroopers of Death vocalist Billy Milano. The band has been around for 39 years.
That's impressive.
That is crazy. It's
active the whole time.
No. They took a break between 97 to 2001. but they have released 8 studio albums. And with M.O.D, Milano sought to continue on the musical path of the bands Anthrax, S.O.D, and Nuclear Assault, mixing shades of hardcore punk with thrash metal and often humorous and politically incorrect lyrics.
There you go.
What do you say to that?
Accurate.
Probably not as much so as SOD, but MOD's.
They're pretty damn close. I mean, pretty damn close.
A little more wide.
I mean, let's face it, Sergeant D pretty much was Billy Milano.
Yeah. When I think of SOD and MOD, I think of Billy Milano.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that's the whole reason why Scott picked him.
Right. Oh, yeah. And I think he's even said that. He was just like, when I seen this band he was in, that guy, I was like, I have to have that guy to front this band. Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because the band's debut album, USA for M.O.D, was released in 1987 and produced by S.O.D bandmate and Anthrax guitarist Scott Ian.
I can see that. I didn't realize he was the producer on that, but that makes sense.
He produced their first album.
That's cool.
Then
this one, I was going to say this one, the one we're doing now, was done by the great Alex Perry-Alice.
Yeah. Yep.
Whose laundry list of credits is, just a who's who of thrash records.
Right.
Came on the scene in the early 80s with, I believe, when Anthrax got Joey Belladonna. Johnny Z was going upstate looking for, according to what I heard on, or read from Scott Ian's book, he was going upstate looking for, some type of studio, because I guess they were having problems trying to find anything in the New York area that was not an arm and a leg. And so they went up and found something good up there, and it was like this beautiful, great studio. And next thing you know, they just started working there, and one after one, all these other bands went up there, like Overkill and, Nuclear Assault, and Testament went there. It just, the guy knows what he's doing. And if you listen to the records, you can tell. This one especially.
Oh, absolutely. This whole album, man, just listening to it from front to back is just, it's a treat, dude. I mean, it's so fun. It's so heavy. It's so everything, I mean, this is everything that was going on back in the late 80s and, early 90s. I mean, this pretty much summed it up,
For sure.
Milano was so good about, writing about current events and things that were going on in the world and like the government and, everything, and it was funny. I actually watched him in an interview and he was talking, in his typical Billy Milano smart ass way. He was like, we could go out there and be like everybody else and sing about Satan or whatever. He said, but I like to sing. And he said, and I'm not a singer. I just write lyrics and I scream a lot. And he said, I like to scream about current affairs and what's going on in life right now, and what's up with my life. He said, that's what I like. We don't sugarcoat anything.
They do not.
So,
and like this album actually had a music video for it also.
Yes.
True Colors.
Yeah. And that was my introduction to the band. Actually, I mean, I don't know if we really went through a brief history of my metal journey or whatever, but I got into hard rock in 87, 88, discovered Metallica 88, 89, my 8th grade year when Justice came out. I went, of course, then it was Anthrax and so on. I met Jim here my freshman year, which was 89, 90. And when I met Jim, between him and his older brother, they had everything I read about in the magazines, Overkill and Exodus and Testament and so on, So I got exposed to all these bands through them. And the video that we've talked about last time where we discovered Violence and all these other bands, M.O.D was on there. And they had the video True Colors. And, that was my exposure to them. But, this guy here was a big reason for all the thrash besides Anthrax and Metallica, basically.
Right.
When I met him, it opened up a whole new world
Yeah, the only other stuff you were really into was AC/DC and Queensryche.
Def Leppard, Queensryche, Metallica, Anthrax,
which is all fucking great shit.
Yeah, but I knew of Megadeth and I knew of all these other bands, Exodus, and so I had magazines and things. But when I met Jim, him and his brother had everything I read about. So it was just
and he couldn't get Headbangers Ball where he lived either.
I lived in the country.
Gotcha.
I never had cable in my life as a kid, but anyway.
I didn't either. I had to have friends record it.
I went over to Jim's and it was just like a stack of blank tapes. When I met him in my freshman year, it was just like Exodus, Nuclear Assault, Creator, and so on.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Most guys his age had stacks of Playboys. Jim's got stacks of Metal Maniacs and Parader, and
But
it was cool. And it's funny. Whenever I met you guys, we were all a little older. I mean, I was in my mid to late 20s when I met. Well, actually, I was in my mid 20s when I met you guys, and you guys were probably in your early 20s.
Yeah.
And I remember coming out to hang out with you guys, and it was always cool going over to Jim's house and just sitting there watching video after video, and I got this and I got that, and check this guy, check this band. It was just badass, dude. Jim turned a lot of us on to a lot of different shit.
Mm-hmm.
I try.
Well, you did it. You did it.
So I'm the blame.
And then actually, when I met Harry,
it's all your fucking fault. Damn it.
When I met Harry and Scott and Greg Jude, that's when I got it turned on to death metal and stuff around 91.
Yeah.
That's when so Jim opened up a world for me, and Harry and the Judays opened up a whole new world. So
nice.
That's how it is, man. Everybody just, hey, check this out, check that out, internet, I guess.
Speaking of that video, it's True to Colors. That video, True Colors, the song, starts out with a guy coming up dressed up like Slash.
Yeah.
Try to put his chord in the guitar, and all of a sudden Billy Milano shoves him out of the way and just puts his face in
off his head too.
Yeah, something like that. And then just smiles,
and then they start jamming.
And then all of a sudden you get that drum beat intro.
Yeah. And that's like so Billy Milano. It's like, screw that crap. We're, this is us.
Absolutely. Get out of my way.
And then it goes back and forth to them making a parody of it.
You guys actually had a cool story about, didn't you meet Billy Milano one night?
Well, we played with them, and when Lunatic, before you guys were in the band, we played with M.O.D. And Billy Milano said he was going to fucking hit me in the head with a hammer.
Club 367.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, he was in a grouchy mood, and
he was playing a video game.
And something, I don't know. I was coming out of the bathroom at 367, and I said something jokingly.
Yeah.
He stops and he looks at me, fucking hit you in the head with a hammer. That was it.
Yeah. That sounds like some shit he'd do, man.
Yeah, that's a Billy Milano moment. And then
hell yeah.
I seen him at the Creepy Crawl that time, and he looked at Jeff to sign his thing. He's like, "Yo, high." He called Jeff out for being high.
Our old bass player went up to him with a CD long box, and he goes, "I know they don't make these anymore." And he started going through his whole long diatribe, and he just looked at him and he goes, "You're high," and just turned away from him. And Jeff was like,
Yeah, you're right. I am.
He's kind of a jackass. But.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Nothing like some good Billy Milano stories. I don't have any good Billy Milano stories.
That's the only story I have.
Well, and something else of note that I had been told from a friend of a friend. I know you guys aren't a fan of Mr. Frankie, but he told me about what happened with that whole Dan Nelson thing in Anthrax. You remember the singer that was there for a brief minute?
Yeah.
Apparently, what Billy had told him was that Dan slept with Charlie's then wife, and that was the reason. That was the reason why they basically excommunicated him, and they didn't even blow his name up. They just wouldn't talk about it. And
wow.
That's when they brought Joey back in.
Gotcha.
And they had the record basically done, and they scrapped all his vocals, and then had Joey come back in, and that record is an amazing record.
Great album.
Well, but isn't he married to Carla?
Now.
Okay. This was before. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah, at that point, she hadn't even started Butcher Babies. I think she was still doing Playboy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it kind of blew my mind when I found out that they were married, because I've been following them for a while. Well, now she's left that band, and
She's doing her own album.
Yeah, I don't know who they put in there with.
I've never even heard that band.
Butcher Babies.
Yeah, I know who they are.
Yeah. They're they're okay.
They're no M.O.D.
No, they are not. Let's get back to some M.O.D. So if you look at this, it's kind of crazy. M.O.D, the only mainstay of this band has been Billy Milano.
Yep.
They have had, well, let's just count them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different guitar players. They've had 6 different bass players, 7, 8 different bass players. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different drummers in 39 years.
I'm wanting to say the time we seen him at the Creepy Crawl, his band was Dying Fetus. Or members of Dying Fetus. I don't know about the whole band.
Really?
Like his backup band, yeah.
That's crazy. That's pretty wild. But from what I saw, I'm pretty sure like the last show they played was, I think, over in Germany in 2019 or somewhere. It was somewhere in Europe.
They're putting out a new record from what I heard.
It looks like they are working on something new.
They played at Cave in Rock here by us here about 5 or so years ago.
I think that was more recent than that.
Maybe less than that, yeah.
Oh, was it? Because I saw something today
Full
about
Terror Assault.
Full Terror Assault, yeah.
Oh, they played Full Terror Assault.
Yeah,
okay.
like maybe a few years ago or so. 3-4 years
okay,
ago.
well, maybe that year. Because I ran across something on YouTube. I was running through videos and stuff, and it said M.O.D's last concert, and it was from 2019. But maybe they just didn't.
This was since then.
Yeah, so, and that may have been an old video too. I didn't really pay attention to the date on it. So I ran across something that so there was some releases called Devolution and Dictated Aggression.
Yeah, the Evolution. That's the one.
The one right after this, I think.
The one we is that the one we opened for?
Let me find the years.
Well, it's weird. It said it suffered from poor distribution.
Yeah, that's the one
and going out of print.
Oh, yeah, I would have. Never mind.
It said it was going out of print despite Milano's heavier style and more serious lyrics. The albums were eventually reissued on Blackout Records in 2004. Now, I don't know if you can still get these, though.
I don't know. I'm more familiar with the first one through Rhythm of Fear. Those are the ones
Yeah. The first 3 are the ones that I was more familiar with.
4 with the EP.
Yeah, the
Surfing
EP. Surfing M.O.D.
Right.
Mr. Oofus.
On Patrol. We listened to that earlier. We listened to Gross
Did you really?
Then we listened to, I haven't heard Surfing in years.
Yeah, I haven't either. Well, and honestly, I hadn't heard Gross Misconduct, and fuck, I couldn't tell you the last time I heard that album.
It's probably been several years for me too. But
I actually had to dig for it and found it.
Like, now, USA, I just got a reissue on vinyl here a few months ago, so I've
really
listened to that more recently. Oh, we listened to it at New Year's, didn't we? New Year's Eve.
I think so.
We
interestingly enough, Gross Misconduct actually charted too. Peak position was 151.
Yeah, and I think from what I saw, it was one of their higher charting albums. Because USA for M.O.D. charted at 153, and then Surfing M.O.D., which the EP charted at 186. And it doesn't look like anything else ever charted.
Yeah, well, after 92, you've got the SoundScan era too. So
Yeah.
everything back then was recorded on papers and mailed off. So
Gotcha.
it's easier. Like the initial release is going to show a big boom, and then back then also, if stuff wasn't selling, you could send it back to the label, and if it went back to the label, then your overall sales numbers would drop. But that didn't mean your week that you charted didn't chart. You see what I mean? So that initial boom was there, and then if it didn't sell, it came back.
Gotcha. Hell yeah.
Weird, wild stuff.
Just just a fucking cool band. I mean,
Right. It is, yeah.
But I say that it truly is a fucking Billy Milano show.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, you could have anybody playing in the background, and it's still going to sound like M.O.D.
Right.
I mean, it's honestly sometimes it's hard to, other than knowing the songs, like it would be hard for somebody to know the difference between like M.O.D. and S.O.D. I mean, because they're so similar. Somebody that doesn't follow music very much, if you put it on, shuffle, they'd never be able to figure out it was different bands because they're so similar.
Right.
A musician would probably tell you that they could notice the difference in Charlie's drumming, if anything else.
Musician, yeah.
Right. Well, yeah.
Like
but I get what you're saying.
A normie.
Yeah.
Yeah. A newbie.
Or an audiophile.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I always loved M.O.D. And S.O.D. of course, but a lot of the crossover stuff, I thought those first few albums are some of the best crossover there was, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better than DRI to me. Like it's really good.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of DRI. I'm not knocking them by no means. I mean,
I'm not a huge fan of them either. I like some of their stuff.
I like, and I'm like you. I mean, I like some of their stuff, and it's not that I won't listen to it. I mean, but it just wasn't high on my radar.
I mean, I like DRI too, but they weren't a band I was enamored with. But I do like a few of their records a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, getting back to the M.O.D. stuff, there are so many great tunes on this record that are completely hilarious. Like, for example, we've already spoken about True Colors. No Glove, No Love. I think everyone understands what that means. We're going to spell that one out.
Absolutely.
Then the accident scene is strictly written about someone's kid dying in a car accident.
Yeah.
Or how PC non-friendly is that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Should have wear your seatbelt.
Yeah. And then, the Godzilla one.
Godzilla is hilarious, man.
That one.
Absolutely.
That one arpeggio that starts the song out is the closest thing I could think of to the way Godzilla would sound if he was going to make a roar. So it's
right. Yeah.
It's so fitting.
Yeah.
And then you've got Satan's Cronies, which is basically poking fun at all those people who are devil worshippers by saying, if you really did see Satan, you'd shit your pants.
Yeah. I might shit my pants if I don't see Satan. I had Taco Bell for dinner.
Uh-oh. And then you've got The Dark Knight, which is basically an ode to Batman, but in a very funny way, of course.
Right.
I always like the ride. It starts off like circus, announcement or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a cool. Then of course,
I'll be honest with you. Gross Misconduct. It's the title track. It's not one of my favorite songs on the album, though.
It's not. I feel the same way.
It's good. It's good.
But it's one of my.
But it's not.
Favorites.
It's yeah. I go with you on that.
I'd say it's at least in the halfway point.
Yeah. I'm with you. I really like the riffing that they do in Godzilla. Just the start of this album is killer.
Mm-hmm.
They start this with No Hope, and that And then, about halfway through the song, you get that bass break and you're like, you almost think it's over, and then they just pound you,
And the bass playing on this record is just really good.
Really good.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. His tone is fucking killer.
Yeah, he's got,
got a lot of rattle in it,
Yeah, absolutely.
Cuts through really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then
kind of reminds me of the Dan Lilker sound,
A bit.
Yeah.
I don't even know who was it. Okay, so
No.
John Monte was the bass player on this one.
And Louis Svitek was the guitar player, and Tim Mallory on drums, which those guys have been in and out over the years.
Right.
But Svitek is really underrated as a guitar player. Like, you'd think in a band that's like this, where it's more punk and, riff rock, that he's not a shredder, but I've heard him in some of his other stuff, and the dude can play. Like, he's got some chops.
Definitely better musicians than the first album.
Oh, I totally get that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because he went to a band after this called Mind Funk. I don't know if you remember them.
I've heard of them, yeah.
And then Tim Mallory, he was in Overkill for several years.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that, though.
No, he's not.
That was more recently, though, I think.
Well, in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
But, he had a really strong lineup on this record, and I think it showed.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this record clocked in at 39 minutes or something like that. It's
That
not
sounds
very
right.
long.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't actually see it on here, but I know when I was listening to it, it was the time on it. I think was around 39 minutes.
It's up to 40 minutes. I know.
Yeah, right at
That's perfect. Under 40 minutes is perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
They get in, they get out, they punch you in the mouth, and that's all they need to do.
Dude, they really do in this album, man. It's like every song is a different ride, and it's an enjoyable ride,
Yeah, I'm actually showing 44.50 on mine.
44.50. Okay.
Yeah. Is there any bonus tracks on
No. This is the original release that on the CD that I bought whenever it was new.
Okay.
there? I did not know that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
I was listening to it on YouTube today, and while I was at work, and YouTube was showing 45 minutes, but I thought I'd saw somewhere it was like 39.
I seem to remember seeing that also. So maybe The Dark Knight's not listed on some of it due to some copyright
maybe.
stuff.
That one's on here. That's on mine now. This is an old one.
No, but I'm saying there might have been some releases where that happened, and then that would have been my
Or that wasn't on there, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because The Dark Knight has actually got some licensed music that was written by other people, and there's a chance that somebody didn't allow that on some of the pressings.
Right.
Right.
That music industry stuff can get so convoluted sometimes.
Yeah, and I don't even know where I saw that. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, whether it's 39 minutes, 45 minutes, or 6 hours, it's fucking killer.
Album. Yeah,
it's fucking killer, dude.
It's a fun album.
And you know what? The placing of the order of the songs, I thought, was perfectly done.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
The way the song flows, or the album flows.
I've always been the type of person that, I like to listen to an album front to back. I don't typically like to jump around in an album, Right. And this is one of those. You're right. I mean, you start it, you want to just let it go, and it just feels good,
Completely.
If you compare this one to USA, from some more straightforward, more punky, kind of a more punky attitude.
Yeah.
It's a little more of a fun album.
More raw.
Yeah.
This more raw for sure. This one's definitely, like I said, the musicianship and their songwriting is so much more advanced on this one.
Right. Well, and they were learning. I mean,
you're right. Not saying I like it better than USA, because I might like it a little better just because of the funness, but
look, completely different lineup.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, the first one is.
Yeah, there's no crossover.
Yeah.
Let me see about surfing.
Yeah, now that I've listened to this, I really want to go and listen to the other stuff.
So that's
I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard any of the new stuff. Like I had saw that they had an album come out, I think in 17. I think, yeah, Busted Broken American. I don't think I've heard that.
I think I got a CDR copy of all those, and they're good, but just them first few are the
Yeah.
Rhythm of Fear, I love that one. That's the last one I really love.
Okay.
That one's got a lot of hip hop kind of influence on it, a little bit too. A little bit, but it's a great album.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was so fun to listen to, man. Every track on it was a banger.
30 minutes. Yeah.
Banger.
Gross Misconduct.
That's my golden rule.
Yeah. Banger.
Yeah. So thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Definitely
a thumbs up. Horns up.
I give it about out of 10. What do you give it? 8?
Oh, we're gonna
solid 8.
Oh, is that gonna be the new thing? We're gonna start rating these, huh?
Good solid 8.
We haven't done that.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea, man.
Because it's Billy Blanc and it's funny, I'll give it a 6.9.
Give that one a solid. I'd give it an 8.
I'm with you on that.
Last week we did Violence Eternal Nightmare. I'll give that one a 9. But anyway,
right.
That's gone.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I like this album better than I do the Violence album, but not knocking the Violence album. I would probably give this, for me, I'm into this fucking weirded out, funkadelic, fucking funny ass shit. I'd probably give this album a solid 9. I just really enjoy it. I had a good time listening to it. I listened to it several times, and like when I get to the end of it, I was like, fuck, I just want to listen to it again, and I just fucking rewind and listen again. I probably listened to this album probably 4 or 5 times today while I was at work.
Nice.
Just in and out. I mean, while you're working, you're in and out, and
I listened to it early in the week a couple times, and then I listened to it on the way to gyms. And then we listened to it when we were working out in the studio.
Right.
So.
But I would give it a solid 9. I really enjoyed it, man.
Nice.
It was fun.
Now I will say this. To me, this is probably my overall favorite by them.
Yeah, out of all of them.
If I had to pick one, USA would be right behind it.
Yeah, that one.
And seeing, I can't say that because I don't know the newer stuff. I mean, I haven't really listened to it. So,
well, I could say the same of that too, but what I do know of it.
I've heard them all, but they're nothing grabbed me. But a lot of times too, when you hear things when you're 14, it grabs you a different way than it does when you're older. So the early albums will just have a special place for me.
I'll be honest with you, man.
For nostalgia reasons, maybe. I don't know.
It doesn't matter for me when it comes to music. It's like it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. On if I'm gonna love something or hate it or
for sure.
When it comes to music, I really don't hate that much. I mean, unless it's country, I don't really care for that. But
I'm with you.
But I listen to all kinds of stuff. I mean, everything from fucking metal to jazz and classical. I mean, I listen to a little bit of everything. It really depends on what kind of mood I'm in, on if I'm going to tell you I love something or not, And this, I guess I was just in the right mood this week that it just really, gave me that jolt of energy I needed.
And here's the other thing I think too, is that if you're in a bummed out mood, you're probably going to be happier after listening to this, I think.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
It's uplifting, as weird as that is to say about it,
Hell yeah.
Even though he's making fun and poking, all sorts of
I love that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Love that kind of shit.
It reminds me me and Jim of old Jerry's Kids, which was Boone and Lolo and Harry and all that.
Not the punk band people will know.
When we first met.
Yeah.
When we were in high school, met them guys, they were jamming there.
That was
Jerry's Kids. It was kind of random.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah, early 90s, and when we first met them. But
I'm saying they were doing
it from the late 80s. But yeah, just most everything was humorous, thrown together, straightforward, humorous. And then when I heard them, I'm like, oh man, that's like M.O.D. type vibe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But way more versatile than M.O.D. because they would do all kinds of different styles and
Yeah, they weren't confined.
yeah, they were doing everything.
Which was pretty much the ashes of Fun Gone Wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Or I shouldn't say ashes. That's the other end. But you know what I mean? Yeah, the roots of it.
Yeah, because Dropping Like Flies was a Jerry's Kid song, and I think Metal Rules. There was some Jerry's Kid songs.
They cannibalized a few riffs, I know.
Yeah. So anyway.
But hey, it worked.
M.O.D. man, they inspired. I mean, kind of like there's like that whole revive of thrash, like Municipal Waste and bands like that, which I like.
Dude, I like them guys
bands
too,
like
man.
that. Pizza thrash. Have you ever heard of that term, pizza thrash?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of
No.
it's like a new term for the new wave of thrash. They call it pizza thrash. It's the more party.
Right.
And this kind of like seems like this could have been like the pioneers of that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Well, if you were at a thrash party back in the day, this totally would have been something that would have been being played.
Right.
You know.
So, yeah. There's that too.
Completely.
But yeah, just such a killer band. It was really fun listening to this week.
I agree. It's a total joy to revisit this again.
Yeah, I haven't heard this album in quite a while. Several years for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
after this, they pretty much kept going for a minute and then kind of fizzled out in the 90s when the S.O.D. stuff happened. And then that's when Anthrax was kind of gone sideways. And Scott was telling Billy that, hey, we're going to keep doing this full time. They do another record with S.O.D., bigger than the devil. And then they just kind of pulled the plug and went back to Anthrax and didn't really say anything to Billy about it. And then he's like, what the fuck? Excuse me, but, what the hell? And, yeah.
I think we can curse on here.
Well.
Yeah, I get you.
I know you were worried about it.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Did you ever listen to my other show? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Fucker.
Yeah, well, fuck you, you fucking fuck.
And I think that's why they.
That sounds like something Milano would say.
Yeah, you fucking rubberhead.
Yeah, he's total jerky boys.
Slapping each other in the ass with the hot mop.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking banging each other with a little board there. We mean him go way back.
Wrap his head with a ratchet.
Ratchet head.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, I think.
But yeah, I think
something else to say.
I think that's pretty much a wrap. I'm over here trying to figure out what I want to do.
Earth, Wind, and Fire's greatest hits.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. No, but there is a band called Fire Wind that I really like. But hey, did you guys ever check out that Conquering Dystopia?
No, I haven't yet. I haven't.
I sent you guys a link to a video, just to check a little bit of it out. I need to go back in our old shows. Have we what have we done, Jimmy?
Well, the big four.
Yeah.
Testament.
Right.
Suicidal. Now M.O.D. We did Violence. We should probably start numbering these shows too, by the way.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Maybe do a database.
So I'm thinking, have we done Overkill?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
No, I didn't. But which one did you guys do?
Horoscope.
Oh,
yeah.
That's my favorite Overkill album.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a monster album.
I know this may sound weird, but what about Chaos AD?
I'm not against it. That wouldn't have been my first pick for a thrash one. I'd probably went Arise.
Huh?
I was looking at
For sure.
I was looking at that too. Let's do that then. Let's do a Rise.
I mean, it's your call, dude.
Yeah, let's do that because I was also looking at Beneath the Remains, but
either one of them would
be in the conversation for sure.
Right.
Rise is where they started to kind of slow it down and go more into the groove stuff.
All right, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to make an executive decision. Let's do Beneath the Remains.
There you go.
From 1989.
All right.
We haven't done any Sepultura. That'll be a good one for next week.
Yeah, very
well, actually, it'll be a couple weeks for us because you got some stuff going on. But
and don't forget, there's a re-record of this now by Cavalera.
No, not Beneath the Remains. There's not.
I thought they did that one just recently.
No, just Schizophrenia was the last one they did.
Because they're supposed to be going through them in order.
They did.
Yeah, I'm talking the
Bestial Devastations, and then they did Schizophrenia.
I'm talking the '89 release.
Yeah. Oh, I know when you're talking about. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
To check out.
Yeah, they haven't re-recorded. I hope they don't re-record that one.
I'm not against it as long as the original stuff is still there.
Right, because I haven't heard the Schizophrenia one, but I have the Bestial Devastations and Morbid Visions remakes or re-recordings, and they're really fucking good because they still have that old raw ass cavernous sound. But you can. It's still there's still clarity if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And how they did that, they pulled it off because it's killer.
Right.
I mean, like I said, it definitely sounds better than the originals.
Yeah.
But it still has that raw ass fucking sound and vibe and dark cavernous sound that they had. They pulled it off great with the recordings. But I haven't heard Schizophrenia yet. Because I think Schizophrenia is a pretty decent recording anyway, the original one.
Real dry.
It's dry, but I just hope they don't do Beneath the Remains.
Dude, that's... Would you guys consider Coroner thrash?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Okay. Back in the day.
I just seen
them
in the
day, yeah. Yeah, I know. You just saw them a couple weeks ago. I was going through a list of bands.
Oh, they're for sure thrash.
And I was like, I don't know that I would have thought of them that way, but...
I figured you were going to go Forbidden.
Well, I thought you were going to do Forbidden Evil because of the violence thing, but...
I thought about it, but... Maybe in another life we'll do that.
Yeah, I still want to do at least Annihilator, Alice in Hell, or Never Nevermind.
Dude, I was looking at that one too.
Yeah,
I
want to do.
Man,
they're both great.
Crucis,
I was always more happy with Never, but
yeah,
they're both Manic Impressions by Anacrusis. I want to do Devastation, and Idolatry. There's definitely
Ricky Martin's first
Creator,
release.
Extreme Aggression has got to be done.
Infernal Overkill from Destruction.
I'm not a huge Destruction fan.
Yeah, I wasn't either, but that is a good album.
But yeah, Corner, I would either do R.I.P. or No More Color. One of those two.
Yeah.
Probably No More Color would be the most.
What do they have on here? They've got No More. They've got No More Color. Mental Vortex.
That's their fourth one. That's a good one too. They kind of slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
More groove on that one, but that's a good one. After that, I don't know any other shit.
Oh shit! Creator would have been a good one too.
Creator Extreme Aggression is the one I want to
Yes.
Or with the one that they played with us on.
Man, Extreme Aggression is hands down my favorite Creator.
Pleasure to Kill?
No, that one's Cause for Conflict.
Or Cause for Conflict.
Pleasure to Kill is their second.
Okay, I always get the names on there sometimes flipped for some reason. It's only them.
Endless Pain, Pleasure to Kill, Terrible Certainty.
I like Cause for Conflict though.
And, I do too, but Extreme Aggression to me is totally their best one, in my opinion.
And growing up, everyone was like, Coma of Souls.
And that's a killer one too, but
Extreme
Aggression blows that one away, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Extreme Aggression rules.
Damn, I should have got it. Shit. I don't know.
You should have got a shit?
I shouldn't have got a shit.
But I was thinking those ones I just named, and then also Sepultura, Rise or Beneath the Remains. I've been thinking of all those to do.
Dude, they've got fucking Symbolic on here, The Sound of Perseverance.
Some people could consider that put that in the thrash category, but
I know, and
to me,
it's
still
kind of
death metal
weird to me.
But
Yeah,
I don't know.
To me, I don't think that's a far stretch on them musically.
it's
No,
not.
mainly vocals.
It's really not, but
Possessed Seven Churches to me is a thrash album. Some people call it the first death metal album.
yeah, exactly. Because I was looking at that too, because I was thinking, oh, we could do Possessed, but man, that's so you're walking the fucking line there, you know.
I would do that. I would even do I was gonna say Death, Scream, Bloody Gore. That's to me the first death metal album.
The
But
Scream Bloody Gore is like fucking hardcore.
I consider that the first death metal album over Seven Churches to me. Seven Churches to me is just still too thrashy to be, you know. If you're gonna say who was the first, in my opinion.
They got
we also did Death Angel
in here.
Which Death Angel?
Frolic.
Oh yeah,
Frolic. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. I'm not a huge Death.
We're probably on like episode 12 or 13 by this point, if I had to guess.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. We've done a few. Hey, there's Hellstar.
You know we played with them, right?
We did a show with them.
Yeah. Which one they got on there?
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, I have that one.
It's number 88 on the top 100 list.
That's what I was telling Jim. They're real like kind of like Annihilator meets Queensryche. Like they got operatic vocals, but they're real technical thrash.
Now,
yeah, dude, I had never really listened to them until we did that show with them, and I was impressed with them.
I just recently I got that one, and was it Distant? What's the album before it? Distant. Anyway, I got two of their albums within the last
I'll be
year.
honest with you. I've got one of their albums, but I don't remember what the name of it is.
Flotsam.
Which Flotsam?
No, I'm saying that's another one to put on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flotsam would have been good.
But which one did you do?
Yeah, which one? Yeah. Where do you go from there?
First three, really.
I mean, the most commercially successful was Quattro.
Yeah, but I'd rather do one of the first two.
No, I'm right here,
right.
But what was the name of that band that when we played with Flotsam that
was Hellstar.
Hellstar.
No,
it was supposed to be Hatchet, and they ended up canceling.
That's not what I'm saying. The drummer from Flotsam at the time was
Bittner from
Jason Bittner
from
and
Shadows Fall.
Brian Fair, the lead singer from Shadows Fall, was living in St. Louis with a girl at the time, and he had a band here. I don't remember what the name of that band was.
He told me one time that I'd never heard
of before since.
Yeah. And then
I don't remember what that was either.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, well, good one, man. Guys, good show, man. Good show.
Yes.
We will
So we're doing Beneath the Remains in 2 weeks?
We're gonna do Beneath the Remains in 2 weeks.
Nice.
So
Mass hypnosis.
2 weeks.
Yes. 2 weeks. Weeks. So
2 weeks.
Many weeks.
But yeah, everybody, thanks for joining us on our M.O.D. discussion. We got Andy over there flexing.
Method of destruction.
Yeah. But thanks for hanging out with us. It's always a good time, and just remember, guys, keep it metal.
No glove, no love.
No glove, no love.
And that too, remember that.
Godzilla.
No glove, no love.
I'll rub a head, I'll fucking hit you in the head with a hammer.
Hammer time. All right, everybody. Peace out.
I'm so sick, I'm so confused.